that labyrinths are valuable pieces of the adventure. Could you elaborate on that a little bit, please?
Absolutely. Well, thanks for, hi, Eric. You must have seen, I think I pre-filmed something. It was an interview.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm messing up my calendar. It was the manifesting masterclass.
Okay. Great, great. Yeah, um, labyrinth. So a labyrinth, where are you located, Eric?
My wife and I, who's also on the call, we are in Aurora, Illinois.
Illinois. Okay. So if you Google labyrinthlocator.com or, just labyrinth locator, you're going to find, and you can put in your zip code, and you're going to see around you, amazingly enough, there's going to be a few labyrinths. There's thousands across the globe, and that website will help you to find one. So I had a wonderful teacher that informed me that really the labyrinth is just an incredible tool. It's a tool to create left right brain coherence. For all of us, we handle problems solving in the same way. I bet you if I asked your wife, I said, "Hey, here's a problem. How's Eric going to solve it?" And she'd probably tell you, "Well, this is what he's going to do." And it's because you have a pattern to the way that you solve problems. You may be more creative, or you may be more logical. Everybody's different, but we create patterns in the way that we solve problems. So we have pathways in our brain that get worn. That's how we solve problems, right? This is how Eric solves his problems. If you think about your problem and you go into a labyrinth, the labyrinth is really a pathway. And the pathway is, you can't get confused. You literally walk the path, and it will force you to turn left. It'll force you to turn right. And every time you make the U-turn, it's a U-turn to the left, it'll force you into the opposite lobe of the brain. And then when you walk a little further, it forces you to turn the other way, and it forces you into the opposite lobe of the brain. The most amazing thing happens during the process, if you're focused on the one issue that you're concentrating on, is you'll start to get new ideas. You'll be like, "Oh, you know what? I could do it this way. I don't know why it hadn't occurred to me to do it that way." And it'll just seem so natural, because it is natural. You're using another part of your brain. I recommend taking a piece of paper, or take your phone so you can make notes, because the thoughts are fleeting. They come in, you're going to get your answer, and then if you don't write it down, it'll go away. So, these labyrinths have been seen as sacred, kind of sacred places. Well, uh, people are walking them, and they are on their best behavior, and they are focused on, like, I have a problem, right? I'm a prayer, right? I want this, I need that, whatever. Um, eh, but the results seem literally miraculous. You're like, "Oh my gosh." It's much like Cognomovement. Cognomovement really forces left brain, right brain coherence. So with this left brain, right brain coherence, not only are issues processed, but you get new ideas. Cognomovement is proven to prune and create new neurological connections, which basically de-stress you, right? My stress comes down, mental acuity goes up, my ability to solve problems faster, uh, in more dynamic ways. So uh, anyway, it was one of the great things that we were able to take from. Liz is showing you one of our lab. There's a laboratory that did tests on Cogno movement, and we were able to actually see the performance increases. So the here is an interesting, something very interesting, which is for all of us, there's different brainwave states. Like the active state that you and me are in right now is beta. You're listening actively, I'm talking actively, we're communicating. So we're in this beta brainwave state. When you're in alpha, the next step down, it's like watching TV, or you know how you're mesmerized driving your car, you know, a little bit relaxed, almost trance-like. And then theta is the state where they're trying to get you to reprogram your subconscious. What you hear in theta becomes your reality. It also happens to be the state that you were in as a child from 0 to 7 years old. And what was going on with mom and dad and all the different things around you, you were being programmed. And this is how your subconscious gets programmed when you're a child. As I like to say, the Jesuits were very smart. For a long time, they've known, they've said, give me a child till they're 7, I'll have them for the rest of their life. Well, because whatever they're telling them, right? They're telling them this stuff, and now it becomes their belief pattern. When your subconscious is here, this woman, this real life example, this woman had a lot of problems with her family, and her brain, you can see the right here, theta, where it's super red. This is a map of the brain and where the theta connections were all happening, right? And it is on fire. And that's how she was, on fire. And through Cognomovement, we're able, the blue, right, is at the opposite end of the spectrum, and it's calmed it all down. Literally, the brain calms the heck down. The subconscious calms down. And she could see new options. We pruned the connections. We pruned away the connections that were not serving her. Okay, well, hopefully that helps to make a little bit of sense of things. Great. Now, thank you, Liz.
Hey, Bill. One of the reasons I was showing you that, or showing everybody that, is you were talking about, problem solving, and that actual brain scan shows a person problem solving. That's what the brain scans were for cognitive ability, and well, that they were testing her. Her cognition went up about 30%. Her ability to solve those problems, you could see in the one screen, her brain was going crazy trying to solve problems. In the other screen, her brain was very efficiently solving. So that's the thing that Cognomovement has the ability to do, is help you with that problem solving. Just like Bill was saying about the labyrinth, we use labyrinth technology for one of those reasons. That harmonization of the left and right side of the brain is one piece of what Cognomovement does, but the overall system really does provably boost your cognition and your ability to solve problems. So I just want to throw that in, Bill.
Awesome. It's true. There's actually that you can read that report at cognomovement.com under the About page. You can see the scientific testing that we did with BioWell, and also the laboratory brain scans. You can see the performance increase. All right. Any other questions before we get started? No? All right. Well, today is Cogno Hour. And in Cogno Hour, we're actually going to do it. We're going to do Cognomovement. Now, what I share with you today is some of the basics. With your basic training, Cognomovement, you get trained on these movements and troubleshooting and that sort of thing. What I'm going to share is just some of the basic movements so that you can actually experience it. Many of you already have your Cognomovement ball. And what I'm going to ask is just to choose the biggest problem that you have in your life, and we're going to knock it out. We're going to go work on that problem. Now, before I get started here, I just want to point out that you can get the help of a Cognomovement practitioner. On the website, cognomovement.com, you're going to see a list of our practitioners. There may be one close to you. Right now with us, we have Marina from the Boston area, I believe. And we have Annette as level 2 practitioner from New Jersey. It was awesome. She's, I think she's in the Princeton area. And I think that's on our certified practitioners. We have other practitioners that are in the process of getting fully certified. And there's a whole new wave of them that are just about to go up on the website. They've just gotten certified. So if you don't see them with it, right now, that's somebody that you want to work with in your area, look in about another week or so. There's some new ones that are coming live. So what is Cognomovement good for? Cognomovement, you can utilize it to problem solve. You can utilize it for all the negative spectrum of emotions that you're done with. I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to hate my boss anymore. Maybe I don't want to be mad at my wife or my husband anymore. But I can't help it. It's how I feel. So you can actually alleviate that for good with Cognomovement. You can use this on cravings and alleviate those feelings that you have for certain foods. The way it works is you're going to focus. If you hate them, hate them. If you crave chocolate cake, crave chocolate cake. But you're going to choose one thing today. If you crave chocolate cake, imagine you're enjoying it and craving it and all those wonderful things about chocolate cake. Now, you could choose anything. Could be white wine, could be marijuana, could be Pepsi Cola, could be anything. So just imagine you're fully enjoying it. And on the flip side, if there's a negative emotion about yourself or others, just feel that. I'm going to walk you through the basics, and then we're going to actually do it. So ready? You don't need to actually do this. Now you're just going to watch. The very first thing is you choose one issue and only one issue. And Liz, could you pin me, please? So people can see. So when we do this exercise, we choose one thing and one thing only to work on. Maybe I can help here.
You're pinned, Bill. You're just not pinned for yourself. Hold on.
Okay.
Just a second.
All righty.
Let me see if I can highlight you.
I can't rename me. No, can't do it.
You are renamed already.
Pinned. Okay, here I go. So what you do is you let yourself feel it completely, and you put the ball down on below your waist. You look down with your eyes and you let yourself feel it. You feel it completely. And then you start to move the ball all the way left and all the way right. As you move the ball across the center line of your body, it moves information across the center line of the brain. You're going to put 99% of your attention on the issue. If it's an item I craved, I'm just all my attention, 99% of it is just enjoying it. Only 1% is focused on doing the exercise. This will not work if you do it the opposite. If you're focused on doing the physical exercise and you have no attention on the emotional issue or the craving, it won't work. So here we go. We put it down low, and you're going to pass it from side to side and say the color you see. All the while, you're feeling how you feel about this thing. You're not trying to push it away. You're not trying to act like you don't feel it. You feel it. You're going to work all the way up the body and over the head. As we do this here, what happens is our different eye positions are causing different parts of our brain to become active. And then we're going to do what's called an infinity. This is very close to your face, and you're going to make like a figure 8 or on its side, or also known as an infinity. You can trade hands midway, and your eyes are pinned on the ball. Your eyes are pinned on the ball, and you're feeling how you feel about the issue. Feeling how you feel. As we're doing this, you may notice that you're focused on the issue, and then all of a sudden you may get a flash of an insight or a picture sometime in your life that somehow relates to this thing. The interesting thing about this is that this movement gives you access to subconscious pictures that you just hadn't even thought of. So the next thing that happens is you walk in a figure 8. As you make a U-turn to the left, and then you U-turn to the right, you're switching lobes of the brain. The entire time when you do this, as you're doing it, you are focused on the one thing. 99% of your attention is on that thing. After we do that, you're going to switch directions. Every time I switch directions, I'm forcing my brain into a new perspective. Cognomovement forces your neurology to process an issue, create a new connection or prune a connection. So, and then we'll go through it again. Now, we also, with Cognomovement, utilize our acupuncture points, the meridians in our body. The meridians are in our body are actually expressed in our ears. So what we do is we cross over our arms, we feel how we feel about the issue, and then on this outer lip, the outer lip of the ear is the spinal cord, right here. The ear lobe is the brain, and the base of the spine is the top. You're going to pinch and wiggle all the way down the ear. I'm going to count you down. You're focused on the issue, and then all the way to the earlobe, and you're squeezing and wiggling as hard as you can. You let go, you pull the ears forward, breathe, and then let go. Simple as that. There's going to be some other tips that I'm going to stimulate your neurological system to help it process the issue. So, get your Cognomovement ball, put it down below your waist, let yourself really feel it. Choose that one issue, the biggest issue in your life. Choose that one thing, let yourself really feel it. Feel how you feel about it. Put it on a scale of 1 to 10. Put it on a scale of 1 to 10 and notice, where do I feel this in my body? Typically, it's along the center line, but it could be in your finger, could be in your eyelid, it could be anywhere. Put it on a scale of 1 to 10 physically and 1 to 10 emotionally. Let yourself really feel it. I'm going to walk you through the exercise, so all you got to do is just stay in it. Feel how you feel about it. Ready? Feel it. The more you can feel it, the better it works. All the way left, all the way right. Feel it. Look at the ball, say the color. Look at the ball, say the color. Feel it. Feel it. Two hands need to be on the ball. This action of going across the center line causes information to move left brain, right brain. Feel it. Feel it. Say the color. We're going to move up now to the belly button. Feel it. Say the color. Feel it. And now you're going to move up to the solar plexus level. Feel it. Say the color. Feel it. And now you're at the chest level. Feel it. You feel how you feel about it. You're at the throat level. Feel it. Feel it. Eye level. Feel it. Up above your head. Feel it. Okay, here we go. Infinity. Keep the ball close to your face and your head is straight forward. You're following the ball with your eyes. Move extremely slowly during this. This is a very, very slow movement. Very, very slow. Very, very slow. Very, very slowly. Feel it. Feel how you feel about it. Move very slowly. As you're going, if you can verbally say whatever is coming to mind as you're focused on the issue, whatever comes to mind, just say it. Say it. There is a reason for this. Neurologically, it is going to help this process. It's going to move it faster. Let yourself feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Stay in it. Keep that head forward and follow the ball the whole way. If you notice that your eyes don't want to track, that area that they don't want to track in is related to the part of the brain that's not processing this issue. Go back to that area and work that area with the ball until the tension in the eyes goes and you can actually look there. Some of you actually will experience like a blind spot where the eyes don't even want to look there. You may know the ball's there, but you can't actually even see it. It's a literal blind spot. The amazing thing about that, if you scanned your brain, you would see there's part of the brain that's not quite functioning around that. Stay 99% of your attention is on feeling this. You feel how you feel about it. Okay, let's walk in a figure eight. Walk in a figure eight. All right, stay in it. Stay in it. Here we go. Now, ready? Put your left foot forward. Cross over your arms. That outer lip of the ear. I want you to tell yourself out loud the story of this. What happened from now all the way back to the beginning when it started. Ready? I'm going to count down to from 25 to 0. When you get to 0, you're going to be back at the beginning of the issue. Ready? 25, 24, 23, 22, squeeze and wiggle. 21, 20, 19, 18, squeeze and wiggle as hard as you can. Tell the story. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Pull your ears forward. Breathe into the tip of the tailbone. Let go. Up and out the top of the head. And now, grab your earlobes. Tell the story in the opposite direction, and you're going to go up the ears. Ready? Tell the exact same story in reverse. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Pull. Excellent. Ready? Grab your ball. Face a different direction. Here we go. Stay in it. Feel how you feel about it. Feel how you feel about it. All the way left, all the way right. Say the color that you see. Say the color that you see. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Moving up to your waist. Feel it. Feel it. Now up at your solar plexus. Feel it. Feel it. Up to the heart level. Feel it. Feel it. Throat level. Feel it. Eye level. Feel it. Up above your head. And stop. And we're going to do the infinity. Very, very slowly. Very slowly. Keep your eyes pinned on the ball. Your head straight forward. Notice as you're completely in how you feel about this. Notice what comes up. Notice where your eyes are a little bit, feel like they're pulling. That's the area that you want to concentrate on. Just move the ball right around there until the eyes relax. pinning your eye on the ball. And then you're going to keep going. Let yourself feel it. Stay in it. Stay in the story of it and the feeling especially. Really feel it. Notice those parts that your eyes feel like they're stretching. Really spend extra time there until the eye becomes relaxed. They no longer feel like they're stretching. Saying the story out loud, whatever comes to mind. Really feel it. As your mind starts wandering, bring your mind back. This literally lights up that part of the brain. Lights up that part of the brain so that the actual physical movement can help to create the change. We need that part of the mind to really be active. Feel how you feel about it. Let yourself feel it. All right. Now, take the ball, put it in your left hand. Plug your left nostril. Ready? And you're going to tell the story. Tell the story of this. Tell it from the beginning to the end. Ready? As you go up, breathe in and out, down. Tell yourself the story about it. All right, and let's walk in a figure eight. Stay in it. Feel it. Feel how you feel about this. Feel it. Feel it. All right, let's put your ball down. Let's do your ears. This time when we do it, you may have noticed there was part of your ears that was a little sensitive. That's the area that I want you to focus on. Ready? If not, you're just going to do the whole ear. If you did feel a little sensitivity there, that's the area to pinch and wiggle especially. Ready? 25, 24, 23, focus on it. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Pull your ears to the tip of the spine. Breathe. Let go. And now turn your head to the side. Turn your head over to the right shoulder, but look to the left. And now yawn. Notice how that feels. Some of you will feel a sensation right up through your body. This is your stimulating that vagus nerve, which will further cause a release. Turn your head and look to the left. But your head's to the left, but your eyes are looking to the right. Ready? Yawn. Let that feeling settle for just a second. Kind of letting the neurological system do its job. Pick up your ball. Ready? Face a different direction now. Doesn't matter, it could even be 20 degrees. Ready? Really feel it. Go back to it, you gotta feel it. For this to work, you actually have to feel it. Let yourself feel it. No guilt. You feel how you feel. If you're angry or if you love that particular food, just imagine you're enjoying it. If you feel horrible, feel horrible. Feel it. Feel it. All the way left, all the way right. Feel it. Feel it. Now we're at the solar plexus. Feel it. Feel it. Heart level. Feel it. Feel it. Throat level. Feel it. 2 hands on the ball. All the way left, all the way right. Being in it. All right. Eye level. Eye level. Feel it. Feel it. Okay, and over the head. Over the head. Feel it. All right. And now here we go. Infinity. Very, very slow. Very slow. Feel it. Feel it. Feel how you feel about it. Say it verbally. Say it. Say how you feel. Feel. Say it. Noticing the parts where your eyes are not, they feel maybe like they're pulling a bit. Stop there until they relax. And then you move on. Keep the eyes pinned on the ball and the head straight forward. Feel. Feel. All right. Walk in a figure 8. Some people, it does good if they thump their chest. A little thumping. Still, you got to feel it. Feel it. All right. Okay. Let's work your ears again in reverse. Ready? And Feel it. Feel it. Stay in the issue. You need to stay in it. And now, ready? Pinch and wiggle all the way up the ears. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Pull. Excellent. Turn your head to the side. Right side. Look into the left. Yawn. And left side, looking to the right. All right. Excellent. Well done. Here we go. We're going to be in the last round. Face another direction. And the ball is low. Really feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Feel how you feel about it. It's so important that you stay in it. The reason I keep reminding you to stay in it is because all of us have a very limited attention span. They say you can't really keep your mind on something more than a few seconds. So you need to keep drawing yourself back into it. Feel it. Feel it. Say the color. Say the color you see. Saying the color activates the left brain. The ball, three-dimensional object, activates the right brain. Feel it. Feel it. And here we go. We're up at the waist level. Feel it. Feel it. We're now at the solar plexus level. Feel it. Feel it. Heart level. Feel it. Feel it. Throat level. Feel it. Feel it. Eye level. Feel it. Up above your head. Feel it. All right. And now, here we go. Infinity. Infinity. Stay in it. Keep that head forward. Eyes focused on the ball. And feel how you feel about this. Saying whatever comes to mind. Feel it. Whatever comes to mind. Stay in it. Keep bringing yourself back. I know it gets harder and harder here to bring yourself mentally back to it, but the more you feel it, the better this works. Stay focused. Noticing your eyes, any tension in the eyes anywhere. That's the area to work. Feel it. Feel it. Feel. Okay, put the ball in your right hand. Put the ball in your right hand. Plug the right nostril. Tell yourself the story of this. Follow the ball. Okay, and now, other side, left side. Tell yourself the story. Ready? Beautiful. All right, now walk in a figure 8. Stay in it. Really feel it. Feel it. Feel it. All right. Back to your ears. Ready? If there was a sensitive area, you're going to want to concentrate on that. Ready? Here we go. Left foot forward. Stay focused on the issue. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Pull your ears forward. Turn your head to the side. Yawn. And turn your head to the other side and yawn. Pick up your ball now. Pick up your ball. Put it on your shoulder, one shoulder. And what you're going to do here is you're going to arc right across the top of the head to the other shoulder. And you're going to follow this with your eyes. Very, very slowly. You can do this with one hand if you can, but follow the ball. What is it that I have yet to learn about this situation? What is it that I have yet to learn about it? What haven't I considered yet? Very, very slowly. What is it that I haven't considered yet? Breathe. Breathe. What is it that I haven't considered? What do I need to learn about from this? Okay, now grab a pen and a piece of paper and write that down. Write down your epiphanies. whatever your epiphanies are, write them down because they will be fleeting. Okay. What you should do is just jot down like one word for each epiphany, whatever that might be, just jot it down. For those of you that have completed that, you're going to cross over your leg here. The leg crosses over. The same leg that's crossed over, your hand will be on that foot and the other hand will be on the shin. This is called the Wayne Cook posture, and it will help the last bits of whatever needs to be processed, the energy to flow through your body in a cross pattern. And you just hold that there. We have a couple of announcements here. Liz Larson is going to take the microphone there and tell you about a few things before we share. And I answer any questions for you on this, or somebody wants to tell about their experiences. Go ahead.
We definitely have some people who have some questions. So we'll be answering those live in about 5 minutes. And if you're with us on Facebook, feel free to post a question there too. We'll do our best to answer you live. So we have a couple of things that are upcoming that I wanted to share with you guys. If you're brand new to Cognomovement though, if tonight's your very first session or you've seen a few things, but you don't have the balls yet, you don't have the Cogno balls yet, that's the thing Bill was using. Basic training is the place you're going to want to start. You get 2 balls in the mail and you get all the steps, the little steps. So all the questions in your mind right now, they're all answered. But the biggest thing that's in there is sessions that you can do. It's like having Bill and I in your living room, and you can do the sessions in the comfort of your own home, plus a whole troubleshooting. So there's one for the body, there's one for the mind, and there's or emotions. And there's one for cravings, which works amazing. Trust me, I know. And also, there is a free bonus class right now. It's only going to be available for a few more days, so Leah tells me, but it is a problem-solving class. That's a bonus that goes along with that class. So cognomovement.com, and you'll see an arrow that says start here, and I will post that in the chat. Now, if you've been around with Cognomovement for a while, you've got your Cogno ball. This Saturday is a Money Miracles class. And so if you attended with us the manifesting class last night, it's that on steroids. We're going to be clearing out all the angst you have around the issues that you have with money. You know, things like, can I pay my rent? But also, can I win that $1 million? So if you don't have it, likely you've got some kind of a feeling in your body when you think about it that's not woo. If it's anything other than that, we can help you clear that out. The other thing we're going to do is help you get super, super laser clear on what you do want. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make, is our ideas are kind of too general, or they're 49 ideas at once. And that just clutters things. And your body can generate the signal for the thing that you want, as long as you're pretty clear about it. So that class happens to be this Saturday, the 17th from 9 to 4. It's a full day. And if you're with us tonight, there is a coupon code for that. It is money50, and I'll put that in there, the word money and 50. I will put it in the chat for you. So that's what we have coming up right now. Back to you.
All
Bill.
right, thank you. Thank you all. This was just a little appetizer, a little taste of what you get with basic training. And it's only just a little bit of what we do, but it's we can only fit so much in an hour. So I'm ready to take any questions that anyone has. Do you have some lined up that are already written, so I just
Yeah,
I'll
Kim
nail
had,
the ones that are kind of, I consider those first in line.
Kim had a question for you. So Kim, if you want to open your mic, you can share that with Bill.
Honestly, I think I have too many questions to be doing it here because of the time it might take. But I did the exercise that you suggested from when you were on Gaia doing the video, talking about Saturdays. And I wrote down, I had 10 different things that happened, one after the other from 2017 to present. It's all around money, losing money and all this stuff over and over and over in different situations. I didn't even connect those dots until I did this exercise. But the last thing I wrote down was my belief that my child, and this goes back, to when I had my child, because he passed in 2013. But when I had him, and he was, quadriplegic, and he was very special. So when I had him, I believed that he brought me all the abundance and success I was having, because I was on the top of my game the whole time with everything. I was on this wave of yes to everything, and I could make miracles happen to do everything, like, make the money, do, like a lot, and all these things. And I'm not, nothing's like that anymore. And when I did this exercise, I immediately connected. So I don't know if it's true or not, but I immediately connected that this belief is what's causing everything, because he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think about that until I did this exercise. Does that make sense?
It makes
so that was
perfect
what
sense.
I was, but it was a beautiful thing while I was believing it, but it's just something I've always said to myself in my head, and I've always said to anybody that came up in my, so what I wanted, the negative thing that I was saying was positive to me at the time, but the negative that I created in the exercise was, I want to erase this belief that my son brought me abundance and success, because I think that's the reason all these other things are happening all these last few years, because they just keep on getting, bizarre things. I thought the people coming from past lives, because they didn't belong in my life, it was just so weird, every single situation, but they kept showing up, so.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, and these things, they get stuck in our body, and they can be released. So if you allow yourself to feel it and do the Cogno movement, you could probably, you're going to feel something in your body let go. And
that's what I felt yesterday, and not in the class, but the afternoon when I had that video I mentioned. I told you guys something, felt like it went through my chakras, and I just felt that love vibration again. I hadn't felt in years, and
wonderful.
And I was still feeling it when I had the class last night, so I couldn't really do anything because but I'm not feeling it so much today. I'm just curious about, because it hasn't been very much time. I just did it yesterday.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, Cogno movement is cumulative. You're definitely something that you will really build one day upon the next. New connections are made and things are freed from our body.
I believe that all of these things that are in my body now, or maybe not anymore, I don't know, but all these things would be the whole loop. It would be all part of it, right? That
Yes.
belief.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
why I chose that to work on today, was
Yeah.
that belief. Did I do it right? That's my question. You know, is that
The number one thing that came up, it sounds like this is the number one thing. And
that one belief? Because there's
yeah.
too many other things to bother
Right.
bringing up. Yeah.
Bill, can I share something with Kim?
Yes, please.
So Kim, a lot of people have come to us to Cognomovement with grief. Loss of children is a theme where grief doesn't tend to process out naturally on its own. And that makes perfect sense. But what we know about the nervous system and grief is that the body remains in a certain level of shock over the loss of someone so dear to us, which also makes sense. We know that we can delete that sensation of suffering in the body or turn off the shock, the fight or flight that the body's in. When we're in shock, the body doesn't send energy to healing. It doesn't send energy to, build muscle, to digest food. It's not a great state for our body to be in. So with Cognomovement, you can focus on that sensation in the body that's so painful, not the love you have for the person, not the beautiful memories, but just the sensation in the body of discomfort and pain and suffering. And you can delete or unwind that physical pattern and turn off the shock while maintaining all the wonderful memories that you have and the idea that you've lost them. So we've seen it again and again. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's not the hardest either. It doesn't take more time just because it's a big subject, but you do have to hold on to that physical sensation to let it process out. And we have families who really are thriving again after a loss, which really is what we need to do to honor their memories, is we need to move on and thrive. But it's so painful that we find that we can't. And that's the thing that Cognomovement has to offer, is to delete the body, the pattern in the body that's suffering. So I just want to offer that to you and let you know that it really is something that's possible to unwind and move forward and really start to thrive and live again. So that's what I had to offer.
Thank you. I think I might need to do a one-on-one though to make it happen. I don't know.
That's really valuable. Yeah. And there's Bill and I and lots of practitioners. So please reach out and let us know if we can help.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing such a personal thing. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you,
We know
Kim.
that can help a lot of other people who might be listening and have the same situation.
Welcome. Thank you.
Anyone with any other questions or anything I can help with? Eric, yes.
I think I saw Erica's hand go up first. Go ahead, Erica. But you're on mute, Erica.
Erica, you're still muted. We can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. I think she's saying, go ahead and go, Eric, and then we'll get her sorted out. Go ahead. We'll have Erica go next when she figures it out. Yeah.
It made sense, or does it make sense that you might think your problem is, I started with resentment, I guess is what I'm saying. And then it felt like, my story changed and I was focused on what seems to be an addiction, that I have resentment that I can't satisfy the addiction. Does that make sense at all?
Yes, and things like that. You end up getting to a core issue, and it's okay. It's okay to follow it right along. And do you feel like the resentment is still there?
No, I think the resentment turned into honesty, awareness about the addiction.
Ah, okay. All right. Okay. And did that did you have new epiphanies regarding the addiction?
I think only that it's there.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I call that progress.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good
thank you.
progress.
I'll put this on.
Awesome. Okay. All right. And Erica.
Yes, sorry about that mix up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, my question is, I haven't done Cognomovement that much, maybe 3 or 4 times. And I have a tremendous amount of trauma from my childhood that is unresolved. But what seems to happen 3 out of the 4 times that I've done it, I'll make progress. I'll feel things moving, you know, and get a different perspective. But I haven't, I haven't really resolved the issue. And at a certain point, I'll get a terrible stomach ache, like I have right now, and I'll feel really tired, like I just want to go to bed and sleep right now. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's normal. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. If you could bust through it, when that happens, if you just give yourself permission to keep going, what'll happen is that stomach thing will move. It'll either dissipate or it'll move. It'll go up or down. You'll feel it in some other area in your body, and then boom, it's gone. So I would
So
just
that's
encourage
time
you to,
push on.
pardon me?
So that's the time to push on then when I do feel that and feel the tiredness and
Yeah. It's
annoying.
the time to,
Okay.
if you can, try to push right through. And on the other side of it is something terrific. So,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. But that is, that's a natural response. Not everybody has it, but yes.
So actually in the chat, there's a couple of people commenting that they were really exhausted, nauseous, dizzy. So those are all actually normal parts of the process. I can see our practitioners smiling over here knowingly. It really is true. When the nervous system starts to move, things happen. The body notices. So you can get a little nauseous, you can get a little dizzy, you can become exhausted, you might burp or fart or lots of things like that. And it's all normal and natural. It's just part of the system changing. And that's how you know it's working. With Cognomovement, the effects are very, very physical. And so most of them, if you just keep working through, it passes. So the burping can go on for a while, but it also is just the nervous system letting go of the electromagnetic, chemical, hormonal pathways that ran those old patterns. So if you guys experienced any of that, woohoo, you did it. Congratulations.
Did some of you have a situation where you felt nauseous for a period of time and then it went away and you felt something else somewhere else in your body? Did anybody get far enough for that? Yes, Kara did. Okay. All right. So this is normal, right? And it's really contrary to, our life experience, right? When you get sick in the car and you're driving, it's like there's only one path, and that's downhill, right? There's nothing good going to come out of that. Yeah. But with Cognomovement, what happens is it's actually your power center, your solar plexus. You have a stuck piece of information there, something that's not quite true. And when that moves through, the feeling will go away.
Rochelle says that it all just dissipated, that she had all of that and it all just dissipated as she kept going. Great work, Rochelle.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Rochelle? Great work, because you had the gumption to keep going, right? And now, does the issue feel different for Rochelle?
Yes,
Yeah,
very different, she says. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, your life, that's going to change your life. Yeah. All right, very good. All right. Any questions?
I have a comment.
Yeah, I love comments.
I didn't know about the thing where we were holding the ears and you said, tell your story in reverse. I found that very powerful.
Ah,
Can you hear what
I do.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Yeah. How are you emotionally when you started? What was the issue on a scale of 1 to 10, and what is it now?
It's kind of complex. It was probably a 10 right from the start. And I was kind of I felt weird being on camera, so I was trying to do the Cogno movement and suppress it at the same time, because I felt kind of strange being on. And I even tried to turn off the camera. I didn't know how to do it, but yeah, it went up and down. But in spite of it being a 10, I actually, it lowered somewhat, and I feel much more powerful now. I've got a lot of work to do. It's a heavy issue,
Yeah.
but yeah, I feel powerful. I feel I have insight on it, and I released something on it. And then when we did the thing where you said, "Okay, tell the story in reverse," I don't know. That just felt so empowering, and it I don't know. It just did something. It kind of brought some stability to the story, and I
Yeah.
felt more in control of the story and the narrative. And yeah, it was interesting.
Right. Excellent. Well, yes, there's good scientific reasons for that and why that's the case. But the answer is well done. Perfect. Yeah. All right. All right. Keep on working on it. Keep going.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah. It will release if you keep going. Thank you for sharing, Erica.
And Erica,
Well, thank you.
Erica, if you come back next week, message me and I can turn off your camera from my side. You don't have to leave your camera on during the session. Yeah, no
Thank you.
problem.
I'm just not a very technical person. So.
I can do it for
Thank
you.
you.
Just let me know.
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right. All right. Next, anybody has a comment or an experience that they'd like to share?
I do. It's Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Hi. We missed last week. We've got some extra classes, but I wanted to report to you. Remember, my back is like I can barely walk and stuff, but you had me put my hand on it, and we came up with that the basis was fear. And because I couldn't take care of Wally and I can't take, we've just had. So tonight, I actually got that this is kind of an onion, and there's several things that have happened, and I need to just chill out and take them one at a time. And basically, when I'm doing this and you say keep the action, it's almost like I'm having a nervous breakdown. I'm letting the fear just, I am like, whoa. Molly will say, what are you scared about right now? Everything, and I didn't know I was stuffing the trauma, but I didn't have enough time to deal with all of it. It was as it was coming. So I kind of feel like I'm chipping it away at it. And now that I know the fear is, I don't know. I think I feel better. I feel like I have work to do, but I feel like we're getting somewhere now that I know that the basis is fear. And I did feel it shift tonight, which is really a miracle for me because I always thought it was just the betrayal that was coming against us. But the fact that there was fear, I was able to let that fear run rampant. And I went, wow, today the pain shifted. So that's a first for me. That's really, really good.
Oh, good. Good,
Yeah.
Susie. Thank you.
And let me say this too. I don't know if anybody else has gone through this, but I've got several other Zoom families. And I think I told Liz 2 weeks ago, we just had death after death after death after death. And then I was called to do I teach music and drum circles and stuff. And I was called to lead a drum circle for this man that was totally light worker. And that night he killed himself. And so there's just trauma happening in people that are light workers and loving. So I think, and I did several other Zoom things where that's happening. So we've got to like brace ourselves for some of this stuff that's happening. It broke my heart. I cried for probably 15 days straight. I think I'm getting through it, but there's a lot happening right now.
I think Susie, the energy is very heavy for many of us, especially the light workers. And for us, I'll share this with you and anybody else experiencing that. A lot of us people who are familiar with Cogno movement, we're doing daily minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, and clearing that out. And some days it's longer than that. Getting up above that energy, getting ourselves clear of that. It's just a match to something in our nervous system. So if we can delete that pattern, get our energy up higher than that, we can get through these days. All of us are experiencing it. So I would encourage you not to stay in that state very long. See if you can get yourself above it so that you're able to serve and help. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Okay.
So that would be what I would have to offer for that.
Yeah, that's really good because I didn't know how much to stay in it because it was really depressing. It was breaking my heart.
You know, our book is Suffering is Optional. If you guys haven't read
Yes.
that, it's at cognomovement.com. And that's the idea. It's an option. You can stay in suffering as long as you choose. And it's a choice. And sometimes we need to do it for a while. But when you're ready, you can choose to get out of it. And that's through using your Cogno movement ball and feeling it as much as you do until it releases. And then you'll see your energy buoy right back up and you'll be right back to work.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Susie.
Both of you guys.
That book, by the way, is free. It's a free book on cognomovement.com. So get that book, read Suffering is Optional. Okay. All right.
Does that come in a PDF?
Liz?
Yeah. And it's downloadable.
Okay. That's what we need so we can listen to it. That's better for us. Thank you.
Well, no, it's not audible. PDF is printable.
But PDF, I have a program because I was crippled for so long that I take PDFs and put them in and it reads it to me.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, there you go. Then
Fun stuff. Yay.
There you go. That's nice.
Okay. Thanks so much, guys. We love you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Susie.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Anyone else would like has a question or something I can help with?
crickets, Bill. Looks like
Okay.
every
All right.
question
Well,
was answered. How
let's,
about an experience? Did anybody have a great experience tonight they want to share?
I do.
Woohoo, Annette. This is
hi, Annette.
Hi, how are you guys? I miss you.
Excellent.
So I had something very interesting happen today. As I was doing the infinity, my ears kept on, when I went around, my ears would get really hot. So this ear would get really hot and then the other ear would get really hot. And it felt like my ears were cooking. They're still kind of red. If you could see them.
Wow.
So I've never had that experience before. So I thought that was quite interesting.
That is interesting. You know, I haven't heard of anybody having that one before, but that is really interesting.
And then there was, so that was the second round. And then by the third round, I didn't feel it. The fourth round, it was still slight. But then there was also a lot of popping in my lower back.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I guess I must have been releasing something.
Yeah, yeah, something big for you there.
Well, thank you, as always.
That's great. That's great. That's neat. I love it. I love it.
I mean, this process is so physical. You just really feel your body light up in different places. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah, unexpected.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unless there's any other questions, thank you all for today. As Liz said earlier, you can get your Cognomovement ball. There is more to Cognomovement than just what you got today. There is manifesting. There's some amazing, amazing things called Cogno Quantum. There's for manifesting. And anyway, we'd love to go on the journey with you. Let us know if you have any questions, info@cognomovement.com, and we'll be happy to answer any questions for you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Night,
for today.
everybody.
Thank you,
Good night.
Bill. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Love you too, Susie. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.